Hello, welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're doing a reading that was originally supposed to be for the Patreon, but I think we switched it around and we're going to give it to the channel after the early access period is over. So if you're interested in joining the Patreon, I'll have the link right here. We got lots of goodies, lots of content that you only get over there, and lots of voting power and just general, let's hang out and be friends and talk about K-pop, So today we're going to talk about Jimin and his whole foreclosure situation. If you're not new to the channel, I have a previous Jimin reading that had his career and personality, and I talked about how he might have, not how he might have, but how him going into business like this is not good because he's not good at paying attention to fine details, and it seems like that is kind of wreaking some havoc on his life right now. I know there's other things that are allegedly involved where he's supposed to be having his mail stolen or unable to be contacted by these people. So I kind of want to do a reading to look into what's going on with that. I will be as respectful as possible. My goal is not to villainize anyone, but I'm going to say what I see in the cards. That's my job. So, anybody who is truly rude or negative will have their comments deleted and be blocked from the channel. We don't play that over here. So yeah, just know that going in, I'm also going to be as respectful as possible. So everything, in tarot readings is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes only. So remember, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a good time. Yeah, I've been a fan of BTS since they were, debut era, pretty much. I'm kind of not into the recent stuff, but I still really appreciate them as people and wish them the best. So I don't like seeing them falling upon hard times either. So I'm just curious. I'm going to look into it and see what the cards say about this whole situation. Is it just an issue of being too busy, or was there other people involved, or was it just Jimin being kind of neglectful? Again, I think that personality reading I did before kind of touched on some of that. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, we'll start there. This deck is my, what's it called? Triomphe de la Luna, illustrated by Patrick Valenza. So he's pretty well known for having kind of like creepy and kind of Burton-esque art. Reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas mixed with Coraline, mixed with monsters, something like that. It's kind of in that realm. It's childlike, it's whimsical, but it also is dark. So just be prepared. Sometimes when I'm doing readings where I think there could be foul play involved, I like using cards that have a little bit of a dark side to them, just to be able to have that vocabulary if we need it. So we're seeing Queen of Wands in reverse, which means kind of unable to work well with other people. We're seeing Six of Wands, though, in upright, which is his personal victory card, and then the Ten of Swords. So immediately, my first impression is that he was focusing on himself and what he wanted. Ten of Swords means like kind of that end of a cycle of things that just became too much pressure for you. Queen of Wands also means, again, not working well with others. So it's almost something like initially either it bored him, either it was just something he didn't hold his interest, or he was just so focused on his personal other things that he let things go. Let's pull some more cards, because there's still a lot here to look into. 6 of coins, 6 of help. He was supposed to be getting help from someone he's known, either family or longtime friend. So it's like, I don't want to do this. This thing is boring. I'm passing it off to someone else. Is literally what I'm getting. Let's see what else we got here. Oops. Yeah, it's something he passed it off to be someone else's responsibility because he just found it not worthy of his time. He wanted to focus on other things. Oops. Okay, this one definitely turned, but so did that one. I'm gonna look at them both. 5 of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant. He got into something he did not understand. He did not know. He had no experience with in the past. And it's almost like, you know, when you have a bunch of advisors and none of them really know what they're talking about, it's almost like that. It's like someone tell me, you should do this thing. You should get into this. You should invest into this. You should do that. And he's just kind of listening to them without really knowing what he's doing. It's, you know, it could be he has financial advisors that's their job is to invest his money. But either he's got people there that don't know what they're doing, or he took a chance on like someone new. Like, you know, he has maybe guys he usually goes with, and he took a chance with someone new. You know. Again, this is like someone you thought was your friend. So Chariot is forward movement, but it could also be travel. So could be he's doing all this from long distance, right? He's trying to invest or have these people invest for him. He's not really hands-on with it because he's off doing his thing, his personal things. Which lines up, I think, with a lot of what we've been hearing. So, not too surprised. Page of Cups, though, was someone you trusted that you thought was your friend. Wasn't completely your friend. Kind of was a one-way street there. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is talking about whoever he put in charge also just walked away. Excuse me. Seems like they wanted to stop doing it. Didn't even tell him. That is the big vibe I'm getting. Trusted someone, mistrust someone, didn't know really what was supposed to be going on, was off doing his own thing. This person just said, screw it. And was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I don't know also, we'll have to see if there was an issue of payment of him thinking this person was just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. Maybe they expected payment, didn't get paid. Kind of feeling a little bit that way too, but we'll dig more into that. But there definitely is a communication error or a lack of communication because he was too busy. That part I believe. So we have the Eight of Swords. So we had that Queen of Wands. A lot of times lately I've been layering cards and doing these layered readings, and it's been real fun. So we'll do some of that. So we're saying this Queen of Wands was the part where he wasn't able to really work with other people. Excuse me. And the Eight of Swords upright means that, like, either he was trying to keep it all really quiet, or he was doing something he wasn't necessarily supposed to be doing. Because Eight of Swords talks about being limited, or being feeling limited. Like, there's either, again, he could have just been busy, but it also seemed like it's more than that. Like, he was hiding it. Like, he was doing some investing things that he didn't want people to know about. It could just be because publicly he's such a public figure that it's detrimental, but also I don't know, for some reason he felt like there were going to be repercussions if people found out. Like he automatically felt like if people know I'm doing this, I'm going to get looked at differently, you know? So we had a Six of Wands, which we originally talked about him going out doing what he does, doing his idol BTS thing. It's his, what makes him famous. Alright, I'm going to ask for one more card. If not, I'll just start pulling them. Okay. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Oh, it's a pause. Four of Swords and the Six of Wands. I mean, I do think it reiterates possibly being stuck because Four of Swords generally talks about something you have to stop. But he's got the Six of Wands out there, so it's like due to his... it's a Sunday, it's Mother's Day, I just saw the mailman drive by. What? Anyway. So I'm wondering if this just means like it affects his job, because we had the Eight of Swords talking about things he's not supposed to know, then his off doing his job, and it's like it gets paused, or it's like, I wonder if it's just saying because he didn't have the time to pause. He, you know, here it almost feels like a choice. So let's see the next card here. Okay. I'm gonna take this Knight of Coins in reverse. I don't know if I feel like the rest of them were meant for it. So Knight of Coins in reverse is being, again, there's a lot of like forced to stop. This is all talking about being forced to quit something. So this could be direct result from the person walking away. Like, because you're walking away, my hands are tied, I'm busy with this, I can't do that anymore. So this could be direct results continuing from here. It's like the domino. Like once this domino fell, it's going to affect everything going on in his life. So yeah, so I'm definitely thinking that that's what this is saying. Is like, because this is also a coin. Obviously, this is his income. So it's like the stress, and it's like it's almost like this is not worth this amount of stress for me. It's not worth it. Wheel of Fortune. So I think also when he gave this responsibility to this friend, he really thought it would be something that elevated. Like he's doing them a favor. He's bringing them up. He's giving them a job or self-importance there. So like, I'm coming up. I want to bring you up with me. I think that's really what he was thinking. But he was not interested in running that building, allegedly, from what, you know, as a tarot reader I'm seeing. But I do think he had good intentions. I don't think he had any negative intentions by passing it on to this person. It's just like, hey, I can't do this. Do you want to do it? King of Swords in reverse. I don't think we're going to ever know. But, I mean, if we do know, Jimin's not going to be the one to talk about it with who this person is. Who this person is trusted, or maybe how he knows them. Like, I feel like Jimin's going to continue to be kind of tight-lipped about whose responsibility it truly was. Three of Wands and the Five of Wands in reverse. This is growing conflicts. I do feel like also it puts Jimin in this place where everything's kind of blowing up and he's just like, I'm gonna just stay out of it over here. Like he's just kind of watching it blow up, and he's just like, I'm not touching that. So I do think there's a part of him that's just like, yeah, there's no benefit to me jumping in the middle of the chaos. None at all. So I don't think he wants to speak out on it. Yeah, he's losing money. This is about that doing something you don't have any previous knowledge, and then the 2 of coins means you couldn't balance it. Financially even, you couldn't balance it. So I don't know if that means, I know he paid all the foreclosure and stuff in arrears, like he paid it off, but I don't know if that means he still owns the thing. I feel like if he does still own it, he's going to get out of it because he can't manage it. So I think he'll pass it on either someone else who's more suited for it, or he's already paid it back, and now it means it no longer belongs to him. I'm not sure which one, but if it still belongs to him, it's probably not going to be that way for much longer. It looks like he wants to get out of it. We have Death. The Knight of Swords too. Just can talk about things happening quickly. I'll keep it together. I do think this is going to greatly affect the directions he's taking in the future, because that Chariot was like kind of moving forward despite everything, just trying to keep things moving, and there's going to be a transition in that movement. So it's not that he's going to stop being busy, but I do think either he's going to have to change where he's focusing some of that energy, and quickly. There's going to be a quick change in the way he's either promoting things or not talking about things, but being seen. There's going to be a quick change in the way he wants his activities to be viewed, basically. And just maybe what exactly those activities are. If he was doing, I guess he's going from solo stuff to group stuff again, because I think they're having that comeback. So it could just be talking about that. It's like, before we saw this, like, not working with other people and doing solo, kind of caring about his solo, not persona, reputation in a lot of ways, or the way he's viewed. And this is like, okay, that's going to drastically change into something else. Quickly. He's kind of going from his personal work and his personal reputation, and now he's going back under that BTS flag, where it's almost like, I think he's hoping it's a distraction. Like, don't focus on this, focus on the BTS comeback. You know, and it's not saying he's doing that because he's done something wrong, but I do think he doesn't want, like, obviously the negative attention, so using the comeback to kind of divert the attention. You know, it's like, okay, we're done with this. Okay, moving on. Like, it's that energy. Because, like I said, I don't think he wants to talk about it. I don't think he wants to deal with it. I don't think he wants anyone to know what's going on. He wants to quickly pay it off, get rid of it, move on. Focus on something else. Okay, I'll have another jumper, and we'll just take it. So we have the Empress in reverse over this friend. So it just means that friendship's done. There is nothing else blooming. Could be it's a feminine energy. Could have been a woman that was taken care of, supposed to be taking care of things for him. That didn't work out. The last card here. Six of Swords is also moving on. So yeah, this person left. It almost looks like they left the country, or they moved. They're just like, I'm done and I'm leaving, like, and I'm like not physically there anymore. So it could be also they were looking at the building because maybe they were living in it and now they've moved on. I will pull a couple cards just to see about the mail theft thing, because that was kind of interesting and weird, and I feel like it's suspicious. But I just think mostly it's like he put the wrong person in charge of this, and he did not have the personal time to deal with it. So I think that lines up with a lot of what they've been saying. I think the cards are in agreement there. So let's see what's someone stealing his mail? Like, what is going on with the mail situation? Okay, the star in reverse. What's someone stealing his mail? The star in reverse makes me think no. Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, these are the two things we saw from the really beginning, so I feel like it's saying, like, no. If anything, I feel like there was someone who was supposed to be checking his mail that wasn't checking his mail. If anything, it's more in that realm of things. Yeah, I just don't think any... Like, I do think someone exposed it at the end, but I don't think they've been stealing it, like, this whole time. Two of Swords. It's like no one wanted to. No one... Yeah, I don't know. The overwhelming answer here to me is like there wasn't anybody really stealing it. There might have been someone who eventually noticed that it wasn't getting picked up and meddled, kind of. It feels more like curiosity than malicious, like, theft. Because the Two of Swords, like, both of these Swords cards, Two of Swords, King of Swords, it's like they weren't super interested. Like... someone doing something they almost didn't want to do, so I don't know if eventually, like, wherever his mail was at was having to, like, start contacting people to be like, dude, what's going on with this mailbox? I mean, I don't know if that's exactly, but that's the energy. It's just, like, it felt abandoned. So eventually someone was going to, like, check on it. But whenever that happens, obviously people are going to take photos because... either they were going in to, like, safeguard themselves in a way, or they just knew. It's like, I think they knew whose mail it was. So they were like, well, just in case there's something interesting. Knight of Coins. Yeah, it just feels like there's not any malicious intent here. Like I said, more like curiosity. Do people kind of being forced into doing something they almost just didn't want to. Like the Four of Swords talks about something being on a pause, being left behind. So it might have been when they checked it, they're like, this looks kind of important, you know? But it's almost like, I don't see anything here about, oh my God, let's take his mail. Like, no one looks like they're benefiting from this. Or that they did it in the idea that they would benefit. I'm not seeing anything like that. So, yeah, I don't know if people were intentionally trying to steal his mail. It could be that once it got ignored for a while, someone opened it, someone checked on it, and then it's like, oh, crap, this looks important. Maybe I should take some photos and see what's going on, and then it snowballed from there. But, yeah. At least that's not what I'm seeing. So... I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it's kind of a heavy, crazy subject, but I was just curious, and, you know, I think a lot of us were. So thanks again to my Patreons who keep supporting me and, you know, making sure this channel continues to grow. Thank you to the Ko-fi donators and supporters. If you're looking to get a reading done on your favorite idol, you can, you know, make a donation to the Ko-fi page, pick an idol, pick a reading style. I'll do that for you. I also do personal readings on my Etsy page, so if you're interested in that too, you know, hit me up. And if you don't see a reading on the Etsy that suits what you're looking for, message me and we'll make you a custom reading and we can do it that way. So everything is doable, you know, just let me know what you're looking for. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you again really soon. Okay, bye.